Hello everyone, welcome back to SQL Made Simple. Today is day 21 or lesson 21, and we are going to learn about two very powerful set operators in SQL, which is the intersect and except. Kindly download the database and run it from bit.ly SQL Made Simple. So SQLSetOperatorsDB. Okay. So let's first of all try to understand in plain English what intersect and except mean. So with intersect, we say that it returns only the rows that are common between two select queries. And I need you to think of it like the overlap in a Venn diagram. You only keep the results that appear in both queries. So an example is, imagine you have two groups of students, those who play football and those who play basketball. If you want to know who plays both sports, you use intersect, okay? And with the except, it returns the rows from the first query that are not in the second query. It's like saying, show me the difference when I compare query A to query B. An example from the same student groups, if you want to know those who play football but not basketball, you use except. And there are a few key points to note. So both intersect and except remove duplicate automatically. So they behave like union and not union or, which includes duplicate. Okay. And order of the columns and data types in both queries must match. And intersect is about commonality, while except is about exclusivity. So to drive this concept home, we need to get our hands dirty by practicing. So let me switch and let's look at our database. So we have the SQL set operator database. So you have the customers UK and the customers US. So if you're going to use the intersect, which will look at names that exist in both tables, then how do we do that? So let's first of all take a look at our table. Select star from customers UK. I just want us to take a look at it first and select star from customers US. Now let's run. So we have customer name and country, customer name and country. So let's look at a common name between these two tables. So Charlie, we've got Charlie. Diana, we've got Diana. We've got Evelyn. But we don't have Bob here. And we also don't have Alice in this table. Okay, so let's run our intersect. So select, I want the customer name from the customers UK, and I'll do an intersect with the US. So customer name from customers US. So now we're going to run this. Execute. Now we have Charlie, Diana, Evelyn. So these are customers who appear in both tables. So if you use except, now let's change this to except. Now let's run it. Execute. So when you run except, these are customers who exist in the US list but not in the UK list. So let's look at this one more time. So execute. Okay. So in the UK list, we have Charlie, Charlie, Diana, Diana, Evelyn, Evelyn, but we don't have Frank and Grace in the US list. So let's run Franklin Grace in the US. So at least we got it right. So I believe this drives the understanding. And the most important thing about this is you understanding it and applying it in the work that you do. Well done. And I'll need you to keep practicing. Just any data set, generate it, and practice on these skill sets. Okay. Okay, so to summarize, intersect helps us find common records between two queries, and except helps us find unique records in one query compared to another. So think of intersect as what's the same, and except as what's different. And that's lesson 21 on intersect and except. Practice these queries with your own data to really master the concept. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to help others learn SQL in simple way. Lessons.